How we doing, guys? Let's crack this open and let us get ready to open some more heritage. Let us get ready to open some more. Oh, jeez, heritage. What's up, Mark? How's it going, Joel? I think that I want to open this one first. I don't know why. Let's just find out. What's up, Garrett? How's it going? Hope everyone is having a good day today. I got a lot of stuff accomplished, a lot of stuff, a lot of work done. We are running drip irrigation to different parts of the house, different parts of the yard. What's up, Chris? What's up, Wiggy? And so we had to run it under some concrete steps we have in the front, and that was a little bit of a task. But fortunately, I have my son there, one of them, to help me. So I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Wouldn't it be cool to start off with an autograph? I think it would be awesome to start off with an autograph. And this is a Cody Bellinger. Does Cody Bellinger have an autograph? I don't know that he does. I don't think he does, but let's find out. He is not autographed. Darn it. So maybe he does not. Uh-oh, I need a Sharpie. Dodgers. So what does everyone have going on today? Anything fun, exciting? Just another day in paradise? Is that what Phil Collins said? It's another day for you and me in paradise. Aaron Judge. Nico Horner. I thought yesterday was going to be a rough day of shipping. Turns out it was not, which I liked. We were able to get it all done. Didn't take too horribly long. And no issues, which is nice. I always hate when you really get into the shipping, you catch a rhythm, and then find out you messed up, and then you packed somebody's team in somewhere else, and you have to backtrack and try to figure out exactly what happened. That is a pain in the butt. But, you know, it's par for the course. Freddie Freeman. Wasn't Freddie? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's why. What's up, Rob? How's it going, Barry? Oh, jeez. Are you kidding me? Honestly, dude. What's up, Bill? Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Anthony Rizzo for the Cubs. We do our best, Bill. We do our best. Rob, haven't seen you in a while. What's going on with you? Oh, you moved, huh? What's up, butter man? Where'd you guys move to? I mean, was it a positive move or a, you know, a non-positive move? Yeah, I bet. Butter man. It wasn't. Was it forced relocation? Somebody show up at your house and say, pardon me, Mr. Ashpole, you got to go. Oh man, I bet you that was a lot of work by yourself. Gotcha. Well, I hope it's a positive move and not a negative move. Willie. Man, I'd hate to move. We're so entrenched here. I have this downstairs so just built for efficiency. You know, we have it set up for efficiency on when we're breaking and sorting and shipping and everything else, and so, you know. That's part of the fun, right? All the junk. I love my junk. My son today he's clearing out the garage and working on it still. He's like, "Dad, you have so much junk." I'm like, "I do not have a lot of junk. Every nut, bolt, screw I need." So I threatened his life. I said, "If you throw away my stuff, that's it, dude. I will kill you when you're sleeping." He laughed at me. I don't think that was very nice for him to laugh at his father. I could have been serious. I could have been serious. And then he said, he was right. He said, if I threw away half of it, you would never know. You know. That's good though, right? So when everything does get going again, you're in a nice area for all that. Josh Reddick. Josh Reddick. Hold on. Tyler Beatty. What's up, Ryan? I don't know if this was a record today, but it just seemed fast. I was doing this by myself today too, and I was like, wow. Got it all. I mean, it was all like in one swoop. I had to refresh one time. I went through and I was like, man, everybody's picking different teams. And then I closed it down and brought it back up like I always do, so it refreshes the teams that are left. Then refresh the page and like bing, bang, boom. There were 3 teams left, and those were the first 3 of the first 5 to be claimed. And I was like, wow. And then I switched over to, you know, verifying payment mode, and I was like, wow, I'm all done. What's going on here? I was very excited. It was very nice. I appreciate that. That's why we have the best breaking group. I can't say that. Oh, look at that. Gavin Lux in action. Gavin Lux in action. Dodgers. Gavin Lux action. Yes. That's right, in parentheses, action. Austin Romine. I still cannot figure out why pricing is going up, guys. Still can't figure it out. I literally, this is literal, had 3 different people call me today and say, I don't understand. Do you? And I said, no, I don't understand. So, just doing what we can. Got some more irons in the fire. I would like to pick up that. I've got a couple of cases of tribute that I can pick up. Unfortunately, like I said in the post today, it would force us to raise prices a little bit. Not substantially. I mean, the cases are pushing $3,000 a piece on eBay, so of course we would not get anywhere near that foolishness. But it would have to go up a little bit more. What are you gonna do? If we want to do it, I'm happy to do it, but it is what it is. Just got to keep pounding away every day. It's a new fight. Every day. I like it. It's better than it's boring, though. You know what I'm saying? I hate when it gets boring. Every Monday morning I wake up. I go see what prices have gone up dumb over the weekend. I sit around. I complain to myself about it. And I wait for the phone calls to come in. And then the phone calls come in, and then I call 1 or 2 people, and I'm like, what's going on here? And they all say the same thing. I don't know. And then I say, well, I guess I better figure this out. So then I make a few calls, pick up a couple of things, make sure I have what I want to have. The whole time grousing about it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Tony Perez for the Reds. And then products coming in, and then we're breaking. We're doing Ryan Addison's favorite thing tomorrow. A full case of 2019 Topps Heritage Minor League. Random. 32 a spot, not 34. I wrote 34. I was wrong. I meant to say 32. So anyone who thought they were paying 34, you're not. I fixed it. You're paying 32 a spot. I should have called it the Ryan Addison break. But I didn't, because that would have taken extra work, and I'm very lazy. I don't know if you guys, I'm very lazy. Still looking at other things, older things that I want to do. I have some ideas. I'm not going to say it because every time I say an idea, whatever idea I say, everyone else must have it at the same time because everything disappears. Like, what the? That was my idea. Yeah, I don't like you that much, Ryan. Don't like you that much. Hey, what am I doing with this McCullers? Am I just keeping it forever or what? You were supposed to go with CL and figure something out. Did you change your mind? Do I just need to off it? Cody, action. Yeah, I know. What are you going to do? Figure out a number that you think is a fair number and then message me with it.
I got this thing from the over to the side.
What things? What things?
The snowblower and
Oh, did you move them?
yeah,
Nice.
they're now hanging up on the same side as the tools.
Nice.
One step closer to having my garage theater.
That's all you want.
Yeah, I want a garage TV out there. I want to be able to sit out there, watch movies, and know the world. In between breaths of trying to
That's all right.
get work done.
I get it. So you can watch YouTube videos while you're building things.
Like that.
I got it. I think everybody's out of it a little bit recently there, Ryan, so it's all right. Delino de Shields, David Bodie. So that's it. No, nothing fun and exciting has happened for anyone since last we talked. No, had anything new. One person moved. That was exciting. Anyone else do anything fun and exciting? I picked up two Joe Panic. What's up, short man? I picked up two Joe Panic autographs for cheap on eBay. I was going through last night, and I don't know why, I eventually wound up looking at autographed cleats. I have no idea why. I found a pair of autographed cleats from somebody. Hey, look at that, for the Yankees. Nice. Bill Burbach. Bill Burbach. It's got to be, I think it's Burbach. Never heard of him. He was 0-2 this year. He was 6-10 with a, ooh, snap, 4.33. He had a 10.06. Poor Bill. Wonder what he does for a living now. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it has been a little while, Mark. You've been missing. You and Stellato. Stellato's been missing everything too. What are you looking for on that card to make your check? Make you check for an action card. AAA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we're looking for. The hits in the 5 hole. Then you have 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's what you're looking for. So anytime you're going through these and it's a hobby, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're looking here. I also kind of just generally check the one after. It's just become a habit now. But it's all 5 hole. That's what you're looking at. One, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're checking if you're opening this product for flip stock. Three, 4, and there's Willie Mays in the 5 hole. So your hit or your insert will be in the 5 hole. That's all you're looking for. You're looking for the 5 hole. Some it's a 3, 2, 3. Oh, snap. This one was 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So this was a little wrong, but this one's obvious. I mean, you can't miss this one. But for the rest of them, we're in the 5 hole. That's what you're looking at. Three, 4. There's your 5. Trying to think of what else I want to do. I have some ideas of some things that are sneaky, but here's the problem, guys, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think we're almost out of this. This was in the 4-hole. I think we're almost done with this. I personally believe that the latest will be the second week of May for Bowman. Kettle Mart, the latest. And there's a chance, I think it could be the first week of May. And when I say the first, I mean the first full week of May. So we're talking the week of May 3rd, 4th. So I'm trying to make decisions based on that. And let's be honest, the way the pricing is going, you know, you're almost going to be forced, we're almost going to be forced to take things to eBay in order to make some things work, but we aren't gonna. I think I have decided that we're doing a we are going to do a player break with that other case of I think I'm actually get another case, and we're going to do a 2-case Bowman Draft player break. Someone doesn't think I should. Someone thinks that I should put my Giants in there, but I told that someone that he can kiss off, and it ain't happening. I don't think he liked my answer. Oh crap! Every single time I talk about CL, he shows up. A player break for that other case. I knew you were coming too. I just knew it. 2019 Bowman Draft. I'm thinking of getting actually a super jumbo. It's another super jumbo. So we'll break one of each. Not in my breaks, you don't, CC. What's going on, man? I cannot. I seriously contemplated what CL said. I did. I really contemplated it. I really did. I contemplated it hard. It was hard for me to contemplate it. And I thought, is CL about $500 worth of sales? But do I care that much about $500? That is really the hard question for me. Do I really care about it? I don't. Does that make me a bad breaker if I don't care about money? I'd rather have the Giant, even if the Giant spots are crap. I would rather have the crappy little base cards and miss out on the $500 than I would have the $500 and miss out on the crappy little base cards. Is that bad? Well, see, one of the two of us has the care, so I'm glad you do. I mean, and you know, I mean that's true. CL is my Jiminy Cricket, except right now I'm in naughty Pinocchio phase, and I just, you know, I have to wait for my donkey ears to grow and to go get swallowed by the whale before maybe I will contemplate what he has said. I mean, it makes sense. It's logical. I don't like logic. Is there anything about my breaks that seems logical to you guys? Anything? Is there anything that we do that is logical? The Super Jumbo has 6 boxes in a case, CC, and it's 5 autos per box. So you get 30 autos in a case. The Jumbo is 8 boxes at 3 per. So you get more in the Super Jumbo, and I don't sell my Giants at all. I don't sell them at all. Thank you, CL. Yes, thank you for not making that joke. Uh-oh. Juan Soto, that was in the 4-hole. Why did that? That messed me up. Juan messed me up because he was in the 4-hole. Action. I honestly have, I don't. Every once in a while, if there's something that I get that's like super monstrous, and I can trade something. Because honestly, guys, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The 4-hole is winning for the inserts like that. It's usually the 5-hole. So AAA, I might have lied to you a little bit. But it is the 4-hole that I look at. I mean, the 5-hole that I look at. I just happen to notice some things that jumped out at me. But I would rather have, honestly, if you ask me whether I would have, I don't know what the equivalent is. Let's say 100 base autos. This is just a number. 100 base autos or 1 superfractor. I would take the 100 base autos. I seriously would. I would sell the superfractor and buy 100 base autos. I would rather have those than the superfractor. I know I'm in the minority on that. I just want to touch the superfractor and hug it and hold it, you know, and those kind of things. And then I want to sell it. And then I want to buy 100 base autos. I mean, that's the truth. That's just me. There you go. That is exactly why. That is 100% why. I just don't, you know, I just don't. There are other people out there, right? Like that are like me, right? Some of you guys are like me. You just don't give up your team. Somebody else has to be. No matter what, you just don't give it up. Some of you, right? I'm not the only one. Where's Wiggy at? I bet Wiggy does not give up his Rangers. I bet Wiggy keeps his Rangers. I bet Rob keeps his. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. See, you know, John, I've always liked you, John. I just want you to know that. I've always liked you. Cardinal guy, doesn't give up his Cardinals. Also dabbles in some other things, but doesn't give up his Cardinals. See, Wiggy, there's 2. So I'm not crazy. Well, a little bit. But you know, I just can't. I really have a hard time doing it. And this is the truth. CL had a deal in place that got me some other Giants cards. Very good deal. I was very happy with the deal and everything. But in order for me to get the deal, what I have to give up, CL, a code for was it a base? Hunter Bishop, I think. And it was hard for me to do that. Knowing that I was going to get other... Oh, look at that. Anthony Rizzo autograph. Wow. Look at that, guys. Who has the Cubs? Nice hit for the Cubbies. Anthony Rizzo. I could not tell you when I pulled another Rizzo. Bryant's, it's got a touch of white. Just a touch. Might not even be anything. Wow. I'm happy about that. Yep, it does. You can see 2 right along the edge. They're just the smallest of cracking. Dang it. The rest of it's not bad. Ugh. Man, most of these are pretty good. This one's just got a little bit of here and there. Anthony Rizzo, Cubs, nice. That makes me that honestly makes me very happy. I'm very happy about that Rizzo. Who has the Cubs? Hey, he sent me a message. Hey, dude, I'm not going to be able to watch. And then he wished me happy 420. And I'm like, what on earth why is he wishing me? And then I realized what it was. And I'm like, what? And so we laughed about it. Ha ha ha. Why is someone wishing me 420? What is that all about? John David P, who has 2 different teams. He's good people. And we got him a Cubs auto. See that? He wished me He wished me happy 420, even that's not something, though I'm not something that I do at all. And then he gets a Cubs auto. Anthony Rizzo. Marie would love that. I mean, Mandy would love that. I don't think she likes Bryant, but I know she likes Rizzo. I think is what it is. One way or the other. Whoever it was. Hey, CL, keep your eyes out peeled for these knuckleheads. You grow stuff. My wife grows stuff. Yes. My wife grows Hoyas of many shapes and sizes. We already have one knucklehead, CL. Oh, but out in the garden? Are you saying out in the yard? Are we talking about the same thing? Are we talking about marijuana? Let me just say the word, because we're not monetized anyway. We are not talking about marijuana. I do not grow marijuana. I do not imbibe marijuana in any way, shape, or form. I do not advocate that anyone grows it, sells it, or smokes it. But other than that, I do grow tomatoes and peppers and things like that. Well, if you just see anybody, because we have some bozo right away. Some bozo right away. I'm really nervous. Yeah, get out of here. Go be nervous somewhere else. I know we were talking about it, and it just made me nervous, you know, because the what are we on? The YouTube police would get me. YouTube police would get me. Well, they'll give me a strike. Hey, Dune, you got a strike. I'm just going to say this, and I feel bad doing so. Oh, my apologies, Mark. Now I get it. I was trying to figure out what I said, but now I understand. Hey, look at that. And I apologize. I did not mean you. I meant the bigger you, not the specific you. So now every time somebody comes on the feed, I'm just going to report them and let the YouTube police get them. I didn't want to go to that step, but now it's too much. Albert, what's going on, man? So now I will let the YouTube police get them. That sounds like some kind of a marijuana thing, right? Hey, I need a bag of Cueto White, please. A bag of Cueto White. Nickel bag, dime bag, what do you need? What else they sell it in? I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand, Garrett. I don't understand. Maybe this is why people have Super Chat. I don't know. We're not going to have it, but maybe that's why people have Super Chat, so that you don't have to worry about that kind of crap. Can you have Super Chat but not charge people and just invite like Facebook group people? You know what I'm saying? He's not. Ryan, he has to go back in this weekend. He has to go back in this weekend, so he has to get ready to go back in. Rico Cardi, Joe Torre, and Manny Sanguian. Quarterback. Is that a thing? A quarterback? Suppa. Oh, yeah, Super Chat. Okay, Super Chat. Can you... I told him he had to go back in this weekend. That's probably what he's worried about. That you're just getting ready for this weekend. Hang on, I got Circle of Death. I think I need to turn down my resolution. Man, we're still getting hammered. Everybody needs to go back to work. All you people need to go back to work. Get a job. Get a job. Not you guys. There's other people who are eating my bandwidth. All you people who are downstream eating my bandwidth, go get a job. I mean upstream. You upstream bandwidth eaters. Doggone it. Come on. Okay, let me tell you a little story. Okay, here's my story. True story. This is a 100% true story. Okay? I kid you not when I tell this story. When I was growing up and I lived in California, I had a cousin that we were fairly close growing up, who, when he was arrested, was the #1 distributor of marijuana between wherever he was getting it in Mexico and Stockton, California, the San Joaquin Valley. #1. He would have it shipped in weed whacker boxes and distribute it from there. He also had a home that was completely and totally blacked out, and he was growing it in said home. And he had to serve time in jail. Juan Soto action again. When they busted him, they had him under surveillance for a long time. When they finally arrested him, they saw a lump in the wall, an odd-looking lump. They pulled apart said wall.
Full case or half case?
This is a full thing. And found all of his books of everyone. Seriously, isn't that funny? Seriously, everyone that he had sold to, he kept track of everything and who he was getting it from. And so then had to, then turn evidence and served in San Quentin. I believe it was San Quentin for a few years in solitary confinement, and then got out of prison and was killed. True story. That's my mom's side of the family. And I kid you not when I say that is not an isolated story for my mother's side of the family. Not an isolated story. It's mostly gangs and drugs and things like that. So that is the world that I grew up in. If I told you guys honestly the world that I grew up in, if I told you guys the world that I grew up in, you guys wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe me. I mean, honestly, you would not believe me. And that was commonplace. In our family, in growing up, my cousins. There aren't a lot of my cousins left. Most of them are gone. There's always a bookkeeper. But most of on my mom's side of the family, seriously, most of them are gone. Gangs, gang-related deaths, a lot of gang-related deaths, a lot of prison time for, various illegal activities. So, think Filipino gangs and those kind of things. Remember, mostly my Filipino on my mom's side of the family. So, CC probably knows one or two. But so I mean, that's the world. That's the world that we grew up in, which is why we're no longer in California. And that is I seriously, at some point we'll get on there and I will tell you guys the stories in a setting where we are not so public. Bobby Bradley, what is a break? And actually I was a break dancer growing up. Believe it or not, I did some break dancing. I did some break dancing growing up. I did. Not as successfully as my cousin who was eventually put in prison and dead, or my other cousin who eventually drank himself to death. Not those two, but Or I understand my other cousin who was tried to leave a Filipino gang that he was in and was shot in the stomach at point blank range and actually lost half his left half, I think, of his lower side. That was a Bradley auto for you, Garrett. Bobby Bradley auto. I'm telling you, I had another cousin that I don't have any real. I've never really had any real contact with, but we got to know him a little bit. He was around for a couple of summers, and some friends that lived down the street. And of that group, there are of 6, there are 2 left. That group of 6, there are 2 left. And the only thing that saved me from my first spot in prison was the fact that back in the breakdancing days, here's a funny but sad story. Back in the breakdancing days, I had a cousin, a different on that. Again, I didn't have a lot of contact with him, but he was around, and some friends that lived down the street, Vaughn and Donnie, and we all hung around together. Well, Vaughn and Donnie and my cousin and a few other people. There you go. They Josh James broke into someone's house, which is only by happenstance that I was not with them. Which is only by happenstance, seriously, that I was not with them when this happened. Because we always used to hang around together. And I'm not sure what I was doing at that point. But the boneheads broke into someone's house, stole a bunch of stuff, sold a lot of it, then cut out the guy's linoleum kitchen floor. Okay, true story. Cut out his linoleum kitchen floor. When the police showed up to inquire, because they always knew who to go talk to about it, the idiots were breakdancing in the garage with the garage door open on the linoleum that they just cut out of some guy's house. That's how they got busted. And it was not the first offense for any of them. And so they all went to jail. That's a lot of smarts for you. And then, like I said, they died. Vaughn died in a gang. He was a black guy, and he died in a gang-related fight a couple years after we had stopped hanging out together. His brother Donnie was killed not too long after they got out of jail. He stole a motorcycle, and he was driving away from police, and turned around to see how far ahead he was, and turned back around to see a brick wall ahead of him. Hit a brick wall, full speed, 80 miles an hour. Jim Hart, 1 for me. And so that's how we lost him. You know what I'm saying? All true stories, too. All true stories. I mean, how do you make that crap up? So there you go. That's good or bad, right or wrong, that's my family. And I'm the only one of our core who made it out and has done anything worthwhile. So that's what you grow up in, right? I mean, you guys probably all have those kind of stories. You grow up in that. Like, what are you gonna do? That's what you knew growing up. Raphael Devers. But it is ultimately why we left California. Because when I started having kids, I didn't want them to be around the element I was around. And so we, believe it or not, Ryan Addison, it was a knee thing. I had a switch that I did on my knees. It was actually pretty cool. Now my knees don't work at all. But, you know, one doesn't have anything to do with the other. That just happened to be the thing. See, you guys are making me... Oh, look at that. Is this thick or is there something in here? Ah. Well, you just got to be extra cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there you go. I got no knees left, I got to tell you. I think part of it, so I bowled professionally when I was younger. Shoulders bad. Knees are bad. I did a lot of, that has a lot to do with it too. So I'm just happy every day that I didn't wind up one of them. In prison. You know what I'm saying? Which would have been very easy to fall into at that time. Easy way to make money. But that would have been that. Out of $9.99, Christian Walker. We would go bowl before my professional tournaments. I would bowl. We'd bowl single elimination tournaments. You had to win the first 2 in order to move on to get into the money, and it was a brawl. I used to go after people in big ways back then. Had to get the money. Can't go and not make money, right? Reese Hoskins. But I want to talk about my life. Let's worry about opening baseball cards. I mean, after all, that's why we're here. Not to listen to my boring stories. I'm sure we all could sit around telling war stories, though, couldn't we? It's part of life. Mauricio Dubon. CL probably has some good stories. I mean, he's got to go back in this weekend. I'm sure he's shanked a lot of people. Jerko. I think I would change my last name if my last name was Jerko. It's too easy. Mine would have been slightly higher than that the last league I bowled in. Bo Bichette, is he in action? He is. Look at that. Second rookie action. Second rookie action. We like rookie action. We also like autographs, of which we have hit 2 so far. I did not. It's probably because I have blocked all videos that have to do with the Dodgers. You know? Because I dislike them so strongly. Now, seriously, will you post that in the buy-sell trade? I'd like to see that. Are you in the buy-sell trade, Rob? If you are, do that, and I'll approve it. Thank you. Be like me pitching. I'd have to roll the ball. Not sure that I could throw from the pitcher man anymore. AAA, that's what we said about our break of Super Jumbos, and somehow we missed that. We missed that massive target. Woo, did we miss that target? Let's not talk about that anymore. You know, you think about, I often think about how hard it must be for these guys to work so hard for this their whole life and miss. You know what I'm saying? But then I think if you played one Major League Baseball game, how many billions of people on this earth will never do that? You know what I'm saying? How many billions of people will never, and one baseball game, playing in one Major League game is more than I'm ever going to do. And so, you know, for them, you think about perspective. For them, it's a missed opportunity. You know what I'm saying? For them, it's just a huge missed opportunity in their life. For me, it would be like, man, I played one game in the majors. I'd be so thrilled to death. Shohei. And so, you know, the perspective thing. Because how many of the guys that we have that, you know, all these prospects we get and all these autographs, and you never see these guys again. Well, see what happened, AAA, was that we had a case that we broke over the weekend of Super Jumbo. And there was nothing super about the Jumbo. And so it was very hard at $68 for a spot and a half case to watch. It was hard to watch. So hard to watch that we're going to do something to make up for the fact that it sucks so much. And so it was ugly. I honestly do not recall. Well, I mean, it's a perspective thing. It's a perspective thing, okay, guys? Because let's be honest, I hit 2 autographs, and I'm not saying that to be funny, but let's say those 2 autographs were to Adley Rutschman or to anyone but mine that was the top 10 prospect. It wouldn't feel as bad as it felt, and that's part of it. You know, part of my issue with it is that it just, you know, the only 2 real hits. Honestly, the only 2 real hits, man, that's how bad that was. Were 2. I've just never seen a case that was that ugly. I mean, that was just so. It hurts me now talking about it. It really, honestly does hurt. It hurts me now. And CL was making fun of me last night, you know, for it, and Stellato was too. And I get it. And it, you know, I mean, I'm glad they can laugh about it. it hurts me. It hurts me thinking about it. I am not good at Action Vladdy. Nice. I am not good at handling those cases yet. I mean, I get that there's nothing we can do about them, and those cases are going to happen, and all that crap that goes along with it. But if you bought into that thing this weekend, does that make you feel any better? I mean, does it honestly? Well, you're going to have bad cases, yeah, but I mean, you know, does that make anyone feel any better? It doesn't make me feel any better. So we'll do something. We'll do something. I guess, and again, not the part that I ever want to get rid of. I'm just not good at the bad cases yet. No, I'm not saying you were saying anything bad, but I mean, it was funny what you were saying. And, you know, but I mean, it was just, you know, I'm just not good at that yet. I don't like causing that kind of pain. You know. Yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch it. You'll cry. I'm sure one or two people did. As good as, what's so amazing to me, as good as that Top Series 1 break was, and it was beautiful. That Top Series 1 break, I mean, it was a nice break. It had everything that we could have wanted. Everything. Big hits. Got that red Ken Griffey Jr. auto. You know, we got a gold Gavin Lux. We got the black Jordan. You know, got a patch auto out of 10. Got some color in there. Bunch of rookies. And then I go on to Donruss, and then we're hitting Donruss. We got a lot of good hits. We wind up with the low number Judge auto to finish it out. And we're like, yeah, you know, I got hot hands, man. We're gonna go in. I was ready to do it too. I'm ready to open that baby. I was ready. Woo. Man, we were hitting on all cylinders going into that break, and that thing was the biggest dog. It was a bigger dog than the first half, and the first half was pretty doggy. I mean, I was ready. Because we were hitting on all cylinders going into that. I mean, and I think that's part of my disappointment of that too, is that we had just come off all those hits. And then waiting and kept waiting and kept waiting and kept waiting. And then absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing happened. I mean, there were a few decent. I mean, the color was good. I'm not complaining about the color at all, but the names were just not names that you can. What are you gonna do with them? You know what I'm saying? That was just brutal. Yes, that's exactly right, Short Man. And that's part of it too. Is because the first half was kind of, you know, I expected more out of the second half, and Walker Bueller. So it was just hard. It was just hard. And I'm still just not good at the bad breaks yet. So we're going to break a case of that this week. 2019 Topps Chrome Jumbos. 2019 Topps Chrome Jumbo Hobby. We're going to break a full case of that. That will be one break. Daniel Mata requested. I told him we would do it. I didn't touch the patch. Walker Bueller. Why would I do that? I might get infected. I don't want to get infected with losing. I'm not gonna. There's some things I just don't want to do. When I play the World Series, I want to win. I don't want to lose the World Series. That is true, CL. That's exactly what you could do with those names. But again, and I understand it. And I understand it. You know, everybody was very nice about it, except for one person who was a little schmucky about it. And you know, you're going to have someone who's just, you're going to have people who are going to be that way. Fortunately, he did it quietly, which I can accept. But I mean, you're going to have bad cases. That's part of the game. There's no one that has great cases every single time, you know. It's just not possible. And our cases as a whole are better than they are bad. But man, that one was just hard. Oh, that was just so hard. I'm not touching the Dodger. He does. And you know what? Without saying anything, oh, there it is. Xander Bogaerts. I was going to say, I thought I saw. Without saying anything, you know, there's some people who you don't know whether or not they intend to come across that way because that's just the way that they are, you know? And so I didn't, that's why I didn't overreact, because the interactions that we've had, I'm just not sure whether this person is, you know, that is just the way they communicate, because Lord knows I got plenty of those in my family. Yeah, you're right, Steele. You're 100% right. I mean, there's no, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no arguing all the points everyone has about that case. I mean, there's no, what can you do? You know, I mean, you're gonna have bad cases, but they don't feel good. They don't feel good, and they don't put anything back in your wallet. I mean, the thing is, and that's why, you know, I will figure something out, because you can't even, it's not even an attrition fight with a case that bad. What's up, gamer? It's not even an attrition fight. There isn't anything to fight. There's nothing to fight with. But I mean, again, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to just suck it up sometimes and just acknowledge you have bad cases. Again, how many cases did I buy into, and how cheap were the Giants in 2019 Bowman? And how many times did I buy that Joey Bart spot on my own and never hit it one time? And that was never, ever cheap, and never hit him one time. I hit him in my own. I hit him when I'm with CL. Oh, we didn't hit, we hit Mauricio, didn't we? Orioles. But I never hit Joey Bart one time in all those thousands. Only the one. Gamer, I stopped that only because I don't think we want to talk about all that. But I'm gonna look that up real quick. Hold on, give me one sec. It's interesting. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's interesting. But it's just not something I think we want to talk about. Well, we've hit Pete, so, you know, Pete can pop up at any time. That's the great thing about Pete. He just pops up at any time, whenever he wants. It had something to do with world politics, and I just would rather not. And I'm going to say this because he didn't know, and it's fine. There's news about the leader of North Korea. If you want to look it up independently, I say knock yourself out. Seems to be, CL. Seems to be. But, you know, let's not talk about it here. Now, he had another post that went to auto hold that I killed, but I didn't want him to think I killed it because, you know, of him. I just didn't want to have to talk about it in the... Yes, Dave Keenan's Hall of Fame credentials. That doggone you, gamer. Why you keep bringing that stuff up? We all know Dave Kingman belongs in the Hall of Fame. All right, that's the end of that conversation. And we also all know that Albert Pujols is still a great player at 814. Now, Ryan Addison, would you just look it up yourself and stop talking about it? What are we doing? Didn't I say we wanted to talk about baseball cards and baseball-related stuff? How great Dave Kingman is. Albert Pujols. How that we need to get a Pete Alonso box topper. Does it need to be signed, Rob? Is that what we need to have it? Does it have to be signed, or do we just need to hit one? I never said he was. Wait a minute. I never said he was. I never said he was. I just said of his generation, but not the GOAT. That was an OPG, and it was Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. Signed. Gotcha. Man, you guys can talk about that crap. I'm not talking about it. I'm just looking at my baseball cards, and I'm trying to get Rob an autographed blue topper. You know, trying to see if we get more autographs out of here in the second half. It'd be nice, you know, being happy about the Anthony Rizzo autograph, which I think might be the first one I've ever hit. Probably not. Probably not. One of those Bowman products, Tops Tech or High Tech or Bowman High Tech. You know what I'm saying? I probably hit one in something like that. I just don't remember. I remember hitting a lot of Bryant's. I'll have to go back and watch the video. I really won't. I really won't. I don't want to go back and watch the video. Sid Finch. Sid Finch. I don't know Sid Finch. Now, gamer, we can do one of two things. We can either A, not talk about it, or B, not talk about it, and you in timeout. I might have, Ryan. I might have. I just don't remember it. So I'd rather not talk about it and not have you in timeout because you want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that would be awesome. I'd take Johnny Bench. Yes. You want to talk about the greatest of all time? There you go. There's your conversation. But we won't have that conversation either. Let's talk about things that are more pleasant until Adam Duncan gets in the feed, and then I'll say something to instigate it with Adam, and I get to listen to him for half an hour, which is fun. Robinson Cano. I want to pull an autograph, Johnny Bench. That would be awesome. Now, there's an autograph I don't know that I've ever pulled. What products has Johnny been in? Johnny, was he in last year? I don't know. Maybe I have pulled the Johnny Bench. Because I can see one in my mind. And usually that means I pulled it if I can see it. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Sid Finch. Did they put out real baseball cards of him? Or are you just joking about that part? Because that would be pretty cool. I would never, ever put Adam in timeout. Never, ever. Putting Adam in timeout would be like putting Robbie in timeout. Adam was here like from the beginning. He might have been in the first break. I should go back and look at the first break and see who's here. You know, you'd be surprised how many people are here. I'm surprised how many people are still here from the beginning. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people who are here. Come on, just one. Daggone it, we cannot hit a decent white one to save our life. Giovanni Gallegos. Or is it Gallegos? Because it's both ways. Boy, somewhere right around there, Ryan. Yeah, 72 sounds familiar. I have it, wherever it is, I have some rookies cards of his sitting back there somewhere. You know the one that surprised me the first time I saw it? George Foster. I didn't know George Foster was originally drafted by the Giants. And then until I bought the card, and then I saw that, and I was like, what? Not that George Foster had a great career, but he did hump up that one year, hit what, 52? Something like that? For the Big Red Machine, that year that he was on steroids. Box number whatever. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, box 8. That one right there looks interesting to me. All right, here we go, blue. Here we go, ready for it? Blue. Blue. That is not blue. How about a thick card? Honestly, and I'm not complaining about it. I am not complaining about it in any way. I'm saying that to the baseball card force that Will Smith. Will Smith. For the Reds. All right, Willie Smith. But either way, Will Smith. So is he the dad of the Giants pitcher or the Dodgers catcher? Got to be one or the other, right? He's originally a pitcher, so I'm going with, and he moved to the outfield, so I'm going with the former Giant, Will Smith. What were we talking about before I got that and got distracted? We were talking about something? Did I say something? That Willie Smith baseball card distracted me. Completely threw me off my game. Which isn't really hard to do. Pete! Oh. I feel like I was going to say something about something, and it was important to me. So it makes it probably not important, but, you know, it would have been fun, whatever it was. to say because, you know, I like to hear myself talk. No, it wasn't Gallegos. Ah, well. Must not have been that important. Vladdy. Vladdy. David Bodie. All right, hold on. Let me think here. We were talking about Giants. Dave Kingman, rookie. George Foster did steroids. Was drafted originally by the Giants. Okay, that's where I was at. And then something happened. And I don't know what it was. Going back and looking at the original people. Oh, well. It's gone. Maybe it'll come back to me. Maybe it won't. Oh, I know what it was. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to say this again. Come on, just one time. Just one time. All right, Tommy Edmonds not horrible. I know what I was going to say. Really? Was he really? That's pretty cool. Yeah, he seems like a decent individual. At a Giants game once. Yeah, he was on the Big Red Machine. Anyway, so this is not me complaining about this whatsoever because I don't want, again, through the force. Now I remember the whole thing. For Topps to penalize us through the force because I am not complaining about that case that had all those book autos in it. This is not me complaining about that. That was great, wonderful. It was a fantastic case. Everything we hit in there was great. We were all floating on air for about 3 hours there while we opened that thing up and all those great had happened. However, now every single box I open, every single case we open, I want that to happen because it happened one time. You know what I'm saying? And so now, every case we open, then it doesn't happen. Then I'm like, man, every box that I open and I take out the packs and I don't see a big fat card, then I get disappointed. Charlie Morton. And so that's the hard part. Because I want more hits. Then their team broke up because some stupid 6th grader cussed out an umpire and he wouldn't come back. Well, those things happen. Ben Gamel. I don't know. But I just want it to be thick, right? I want it to be one of those coin cards. Don't they have coin cards in here? And stamps and that kind of stuff. I just want it to be one of those. I know there's dual autograph. I want it to be one of those. They have, don't they have cut autos in here too? One of one things? Thought they did. They probably have something like a booklet. Everyone has a booklet. Jesus. Hey, look at Jesus Luzardo auto. Nice. You can barely see it, but it's on there for the Oakland Athletics. Jesus Luzardo. Coin stamps and cut sigs. Okay. Triple autos, quad autos, cut autos. See, any of those things, right? Any of those things, right? Would that be awesome? Nice for the A's. Jesus Luzardo. The ink on these things, man. They should use something else. Jesus Luzardo. What is this? That feels weird. I guess not. I've got 14,000 things going on tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to ship tonight and get it done for tomorrow. So we might have to use actually for one of our rare times, the second day. What is this? Hold on one sec. Come on. League has discussed dividing teams into Florida, Arizona, or Texas to use local facilities for 2020 season. Interesting. Just play. I don't care. Just play. A-Rod and Mets facing skepticism. Who cares? Let A-Rod buy the team. Good Lord, he couldn't do any worse than the current ownership. Let's just play baseball, for heaven's sakes. Stop talking about where to do it. Just pick somewhere, for heaven's sakes. Pick some Little League fields. Let's watch home runs hit all day long. Mets. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? No one would ever get out. It'd be home run. Home run. Home run. Home run. When do we print shipping labels? So here's the way our process goes. We take it and we sort it and we bag it and tag it. Okay? Bag it and tag it, how we're going to do it. We have two ways we bag and tag. One way is when we use the boxes, and you guys have seen those. And one way is when we do it the old school way, which is the top loaders on the outside, and you guys have seen those. So it depends upon how many cards and how many more breaks we have, would determine how we do it. Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's crazy, Juan. So then, whenever we go to ship, we then we weigh it out. We put it in the bag, double bag it. Oh yeah, send it to me. And then we tag it, and I use a Rolo printer. Hey, look at that, silver. And in case anyone wants to know, anyone out there in breaking land, you want to know the printer to buy yourself a Rolo printer. They're about $170 on Amazon, but you never have to buy ink. It prints a 4x6 sheet out, and it is the greatest thing that happened to my breaking was the Rolo printer, honestly. And I kid you not when I say that. Yeah, they're gonna play. So so that is the best thing in the world, the Rolo printer. And you just print it out and you just slap it on your bag. Because before we were cutting and taping by hand. Oh my Lord. I mean, it took some days were 18 hours, 16, 18 hours of shipping. And when we got the Rolo printer, oh my Lord, it was a revelation. So there you go. Buy yourselves a Rolo printer if you're going to be a breaker. Easy to deal with. And then we don't print the labels. I read something that somebody said. I was reading their item description. They print the label. How did it say that? They print the label ahead of time. Right after the break, they print out your label. And then in 5 to 6 days, they finally ship the cards. What the hell is that? What is that? Does anyone understand that? You print the label ahead of time, and then what do you do? So it looks to eBay. The only reason you would do that is so it looks to eBay like you've done it when you're supposed to do it, according to whatever your standard is on there. Most people are, say 2-day shipping or whatever they say. So if you print the tag, if I print the tag out tomorrow and I don't ship the cards until next week, technically I am following what I'm supposed to according to eBay, but you're still cheating. I mean, that's still cheating. Am I wrong? Do I just overthink these? I do think I overthink the shipping part of it because I really am very fixed on my beliefs for shipping and the way that it should be done. I really am. Look, CL. Pick one. That's CL. Right, but I read that. I mean, I physically read that in the item description. And I was like, well, wait a minute. That means you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're printing the label ahead of time so eBay thinks it, but you're still not shipping my cards for 5 to 6 days? Yeah, I don't understand that. Print the label when you're shipping my stuff. No, that wasn't DB Cooper, Bill. That's CL, I'm telling you. Want to make some money? Call the FBI on CL. Don't call the FBI on CL. I take that back. Don't do it because someone will do it and CL will be mad at me forever. No one, please don't call the FBI on CL. Anyway, honestly, I've already tried. They wouldn't check it out. They didn't think I was credible. So don't call the FBI on CL. He is too young to be DB Cooper. Is it a hot box? It's got to be coming, right? For shame. Now I have to take that down, Ryan Addison. Naughty. I said nobody do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, CL. I'm sorry. Please don't yell at me. I'm very sensitive today. Joe Torre. Hey, I heard that. I said you're DB Cooper. I said this card with DB Cooper look like you. That's what I said, truthfully. And I told people, and I didn't say call. I said don't call the FBI. I told them I already tried. It didn't work. Yes, that guy. He looks like a lot. If you look at the picture and you look at CL, I'm just saying. I'm saying it can't be because CL is far too young. Far too young to be DB Cooper. But could it be an uncle or a cousin? I don't know. Could be. Could be. He goes through that so often. So often. And so I'm, again, I'm making a joke, so no one take me seriously. But if you need his address, send me a message. Send me a message. I'll let you know. He's actually in your neck of the woods there, Juan, so you could probably just walk him over there. Point him out. One of these times CL's gonna get mad at me, he's never gonna talk to me again. And then I'm gonna lose one of my best friends in the whole world. CL, you won't leave me because I give you grief, dude, will you? You just ignore me for a few days. We are not supposed to call. Fortunately, CL's thick skin. He can take all the grief that I give him. I got tired of making fun of Robbie because he would say things that would he wanted people to, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I make the joke shirtless Sundays with Robbie J, and all of a sudden he wants to have it. I'm like, hey man, that was a joke, dude. Put your shirt on. Now Robbie's going to show up. What are you saying about me doing? Every single time I do that, somebody shows up. What, you think I can get Mandy to show up? Ryan, you want me to get Mandy, or Garrick, you guys want me to get Mandy to show up, or do you just want me to do it? Just let that one be. Hansel Robles. Did you miss it? Negative. You did not miss the hot box, Jason Groves. We're going to assume that our hot box will have an autograph in it. And it will be a red autograph. That's what we're going to assume. Why? I don't have any idea why. But that's what we're going to assume. Unless they beat us to an autograph now, which would be okay too, as long as it's not Bobby Bradley. You sent me an email. What'd I do? An email or a message? Did you send me a virus? Am I going to have to pay some money to get you to lift said virus. Triple auto it is. I am in triple auto mode. That would be an awesome one right there. We need a triple auto. Oh, let me see what Jason's message was. Okay. Oh, my message. I have no idea what Adam Ha is talking about. I think Adam Ha might be crazy. Keep it. Jason, now you outed me in front of everybody. What are you outing me for? Keep it. I'll make the other one right. Keep it, and I'll figure out what we need to do to make that other one. That's not a big enough card to have to worry about, Jason. No, it's not your fault. It's one of my... You know, here's the problem. Like with any business, doggone it. When you start training new people, mistakes are going to happen. You know, mistakes are going to happen. And let's be honest, is anybody really collecting any of these box toppers? Tell the truth. I mean, honestly. Is anybody really collecting the box toppers? Or, like me, do you look at the box toppers and you think, man, what a waste of time those are? If you do love those box toppers, I would be happy to make whatever right. But, you know, we're also training new staff. And I appreciate that, Jason. That was very nice of you to be honest about it. I appreciate that a lot. You figure out in this business who the honest people are and who the honest people aren't real quick. Because by process of elimination, we have been able to track down everything. Hey, another Vlad. Action. For example, that Marie had the Dodgers in the opening day. Well, somehow all of her rookies. I remember I posted that, and I asked who might have gotten them because they went with somebody else. Well, by process of elimination, I figured out who they went to. I've never said anything to this person. And this person is still in our group. But I took care of Marie, so it's fine. But, you know what I'm saying? You should have said something, Jason. I would have put my autograph on it. Oh, you wanted Ronald Acuna's autograph. My bad. I thought you wanted my autograph. I didn't know. So trust me when I tell you that the honesty means, hey, look at that, Pete. The honesty means a whole ton. And and especially when you're talking about a car like that really has almost no value, you could probably buy them for $1. The fact that you even bothered to says a lot about you. And believe me when I tell you, I really do appreciate that. Out of $9.99, Pete Alonso. We're done with Rob. That's it. That's it for Ashpole. He paid for his spot with that card. If you take that card and you put it on eBay for $89.95, I guarantee you it sells. Now, the catch about selling on eBay is if somebody else, it's reciprocal buying. Okay, so if somebody buys your crap for too much, then you have to buy their crap for too much, and that's the way it works. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only catch about eBay. I just want you guys to know that. I'm not going to say C-Bay is run by the mob and you have to be careful, but it's run by the mob and you have to be careful. Oh, man. I could have got away with a lot if I'd known that, Chris. Why didn't you tell me? So I'm just warning you, if you're going to get on C-Bay, just make sure you play it forward, as it were. There's your heads up. Now don't say I didn't warn you. What the hell? I hate those cards. A, there's never anybody worthwhile in them. B, they got a stamp on them that means ain't nobody going to buy anybody. There ain't nothing worthwhile about them. And C, they're not mint condition. Topps could have printed these things, put a stamp on them. You know what I'm saying? Is this Nolan Ryan? Of course it's not. It's Bob Barton. Who? Yeah, that's what I said. Bob Barton. I think he's in our group. Isn't Bob Barton in our group? We have a Barton in our group. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's Bob. We have a Bob Barton in our group. I take it back, Bob. Your card is beautiful. I am very jealous that you are a catcher for the Padres, and I have never done anything with my life resembling your feat. Congratulations. I've never been a big fan of people belittling others for their accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? It might be something small to you. I didn't mean to trash him. I wasn't trashing him. I was actually trashing the process. I'm sure Bob Barton is a fine person. I would have him on the break anytime. You know, I think especially when I was a poker dealer, I had a guy who was the floor boss, and he was a hey, look at that, James Paxton for the Yankees. He was a kicker, and tried out for some pro team. I forget who it was. Did make it, but then landed with the what was the indoor league called? Was it the indoor league? I don't know. Whoever he for something. Maybe it was the CFL. I can't remember. It's been so long ago since I was a poker dealer. And then one of the other guys was making fun of him, and I could tell he was a little embarrassed. And I'm like, "What are you embarrassed about, man? You have done more than that bozo will have ever done in his life. That in the fact that you got to try out for an NFL team. How many people get to even do that? You know, you've accomplished more than that idiot will ever accomplish. Especially with athletics. There's so many people doing it. It's so hard. I have nothing but respect for these guys. I know we like to make little jokes. I do. I make little jokes. I make jokes about their names and stuff. But I tell you, the going from where you start to where you finish, and I've just had a taste of that in my life. And I know how hard I worked to do what I did. And to get what these guys do, yeah, it's not even close. It's not even close. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So nothing but respect for anyone who's ever put on a major league uniform. Anyone who's ever put on a minor league uniform. I worked with a guy at Menards, good guy, good kid. And he was a pitcher in the Phillies organization and blew out his shoulder. And then made it all the way back from blowing out his shoulder and caught on with, I can't remember who it was, after the Phillies. And caught on with them and then blew out his elbow. And that was it for him. and that was it for him. But we talked about it, and he was like, you know, and I was like, man, dude, what are you bummed out about? Look how far you've made it. I mean, look at the accomplishment that you've done, you know, where you've been. And he gave me his Phillies jersey. I still have it signed, but it's upstairs. Go ahead, tell your basketball story, short man. Since we're not talking about basketball cards. But it's that way with any sport. You have to respect the guys who have made it that far, because I sure as hell never had the talent to. See, that's exactly the same. The thing, Ozzy, hey, nice. I mean, these guys aren't, you know, and I'm sad. I always sad that they, you know, you never got a chance to see who they are, and especially during the war. A lot of guys never made it back from some of these, you know, World War II and Korea, Vietnam, to have the careers that they could have had or should have had, you know. So nothing but respect for anyone who's got a baseball card. I wouldn't kill to have one, but man, there are times when I could give up one of my kids, you know, depending upon who's annoying me at that point, for one game in the majors. Even the guys, like with the Giants, they have those guys, and they're down the first and third base line, and they're handling the foul balls. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? Daggone it. You get to put on a uniform. You get to sit down there on the field. Yeah, they're just, you know. Nothing but respect for people who can do that. But it's that way in any walk of life. How hard is it to be a doctor? How hard is it to be a lawyer? And some of these, you know, jobs that people don't respect enough for. How hard is it to learn how to build a house? It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy being a plumber. It's not easy being any of these jobs. You know what I'm saying? And the good ones are good. And that ain't easy. So nothing but respect for everybody who is good at something. And you should never be ashamed of who you are and what you do, as long as you're not doing anything, you know, illegal, like most of my family. Be proud of what you do. Acuna action. Nice. We had a clogged pipe in the basement, and we were trying to figure it out. And we worked on that thing and bought all kinds of stuff, and 50-foot this and drain cleaner that, and worked on that thing for a good couple days before we finally gave up and called somebody in. The guy was just like, zing, zang, zang. And he was just like, okay, there you go. Like, what the heck? Same 50-foot thing that I got. How did you get to work? I've been doing this for a long time. Yes, you have. Cost me, I forget what it cost me, $300 and something, $200 something. It was last time, wasn't it? The last box last time was a hot box. Where are you going? Domino's. The sandwiches are good. Anyway, I don't know why I got on that topic. Sometimes my mind just wanders off, and then I have to follow whatever it is to its mostly illogical conclusion. Who? For the Giants, what are my thoughts on him? I think his baseball cards are expensive, and that says good things to me. And I want to buy some more, if we're talking about Canario the Giant, and I want to buy some more Bowman Chrome and open it, but 2019 Bowman Chrome was crap. And so I will not foist their crap on you guys just because I want some Giants. Any more than I already have, it seems. Yes, I was taking a shot at the Super Jumbo case. And I will tell you this, just so you guys know, for all you longtime people, you are probably going to be a little disappointed. Probably not as disappointed as his mother and I are. But Rowdy turned 18 and decided he wanted to go live with a friend. And so he is no longer working with us. And he goes off to college in the fall anyway, which is fine. But I was hoping he would stay here until then, which would have made his mom happy. But he decided, like I think I did when I was 18 or 19, that I had to go. I had to leave home. I had to run away. And so you won't be seeing or hearing much of him, I don't think, for the foreseeable future. Which is sad, but he's 18. I get it. Here comes our hot box. Ryan Presley. Reese Hoskins. Blackjack. What did I say in this one? Red auto? That's what I said. I'm sticking with it. Might be a multi-autographed red auto. Kettle mark. But a red auto nonetheless. I don't think that I understand kids, but I guarantee my parents said the same thing about me when I was that age too. So it is what it is. And I've got 6 sons, so and every single one of them has been nothing bad, but something. You know what I'm saying? All you can do as a parent is wish them well and try to respect their wishes, whether you like it or not, because you never do. Trey Mancini. So now if I ever have to anybody in the feed to break, it'll have to be my 21-year-old. Jordan. Action. Dang it. Been nicer if that was an autograph. Jordan Alvarez. Action. So we've hit 3 of the big 4. Action. Three of the big 4 action. Oops. It is. Well, we'll see if it's a hot box. Right now, it's right now we hit a Jordan, and so that gives us the you know, we haven't had any good really purples yet, so I'd say we're at a 5. We have this number 13579, and I would say hitting a Jordan gives you a an automatic 5, you know, action. If we get a good rookie or 2 in the purple, I think that bumps us up to a 7. And then if we get a decent autograph, you know, any autograph knocks you up to a 7. But if you get a decent rookie and a good autograph, you could be at a 9. It's hard to get to a 9. Bryce Harper. Hard to get to a 9 because most of these boxes have not been hot boxes per se. They've been warm boxes. Louis Armstrong medals. Nick Ahmed. Look at that. Getting closer. Since 6 isn't a thing, we still have to call it 5. But we're closer to 7 than we were before. Oh, now we're at a 9. All right, Giants don't count. Unless we get an autograph. I mean, that would... Is there a Giants autograph? I don't even know if there's a Giants autograph in this. Daggone it. Dumb Clubhouse collection crap. Michael Brantley, Houston Astros. JD. Max Fried. Another Pete, and there we go. And now we have jumped to a solid 7. Not because of Pete, though Pete's good, but because of this one. This one bumps us up to a solid 7. We are a solid 7 if we can catch 1 or 2 more inserts worthwhile, or 1 or 2 more purples that are good. Kind of depends on who they are. Not Paddock. What else have we not hit that we normally hit? We hit a we hit an action, we hit a silver. We haven't hit any other ones. Acuna. All right. Because you're Ronald Acuna, we'll put a sleeve on you. Yeah, we missed the red auto, darn it. Maybe the last box. We're at 3 autos. Hey, look at that. That changes things just a skosh. I think we're moving closer. I think if we hit Vlad or another rookie in here, then that would bump us up to a 9, in my opinion. Might not be in your opinion, but, and that's okay too. We've got 4 more chances. Pilar. Soroka, no. Hope that Altuve was an action. Max Scherzer. Come on. Nick Senzel. One more shot. Come on. Or maybe we'll get 2 hot boxes. We have had that happen. We have had 2 hot boxes. Devers. Well, I would say a solid 7 All right, guys. Last box mojo. Last box mojo. Are we all mojoed up? Come on, one more shot at blue. Come on, blue. Come on, blue. It's a blue. All right. Look at that. We got one more shot at an autograph. Come on. Hey, you guys said the same thing. That must be something it said somewhere. All right, come on. There's only a few of these that have autos. I think Pete is one of them. Dang it. Darn you, Ronald. Darn you, Ronald Acuna Jr. Why couldn't you be autographed? All right, come on. Something thick. Something that clearly looks thick. Big thick. All right. That would have been a monster hit. I'm going to move you guys up so I can move you over. There you go. Dinelson Lamet. That's a tough name. What does a 1 of 1 look like in here? Is it like some other color? I don't know. I don't know. I imagine you can get it for less than 100. Can you find it for 80? That would be good. 80 would be a good price. You know, and what's funny about that is we've hit 2 of the Yordan Alonso box topper autographs. 2 of them have come out of our stuff. Isn't that crazy? 80's a great price. I would buy them at 80. I would buy them at 80. Scott Shekel, if you see him somewhere for 80, put a link for us all, would you please? We had that happen in. We had that happen in. What did we have that happen in last year? That we hit 4 box topper autos. Oh, that might be where the Rizzo came from. Allen and Ginter had box topper autos, and it was either Rizzo or Bryant that we hit 2 of the 15 in that one. Because we hit oh, good plan. Going to the back door is always a good thing. We hit a Carl Yastrzemski. We hit, was it Yastrzemski we hit in that? I think it was that one. But we hit 2. Was it Rizzo or was it Chris Bryant? And then we hit 1 of somebody else. So we wound up with it's the same thing. We wound up anyway with I think 4, and then I had a box that a case that we had opened here because my wife was collecting the seed one, the plant ones, flower, whatever it was called. I forget what it was called. Plant me, and then I hit a Mike Trout out of 5 or 10 box topper, that N43 or whatever it is. I hit one of those, and I also hit a Mike Trout. I had 3 extra boxes that came as part of one of my goofy allocations, and so I opened up the 3 boxes and hit a Mike Trout box topper in Auto and Stadium Club as well. Evil Knievel. Oops. I would not go long on Drew Verhagen. The way he jumped out of my hand like that. That's true, Ryan. 1 Trout was out of 5 and 1 was out of... They might have both been out of 5. I can't remember exactly. But they were both low number. I think they might have both been out of 5, actually. The end, yeah. Devers action. Few things are as enjoyable as hitting a Mike Trout auto. Few things are as enjoyable as hitting a Mike Trout auto. I'm trying to think who I would compare it to. There's not really anyone to compare that to. In a different way, hitting a Bryce Harper auto, but only because I have only hit a couple of them. Who'd you have, Seth? Ooh, what is this? Uh-oh. What is this? Congratulations. What the hell? It was backwards. What kind of crap was that? Dang. I thought we hit something. Yeah, we hit something all right. Big pile of George Springer. He's a good player. He had a good first step when he had a home run. A little hop step he did. Turn stuff around backwards so it looks like something. Well, we all know this is not an easy product, so I am not unhappy, given how tough this product is, generally speaking, that we hit 2 out of 3 good autos, and that we hit 3 autos, because quite often you hit 2 autos. So these are all the rookies and things that are all sleeved up. These are all the purples. I will sleeve those. I'll just separate, well, I'll separate all the big ones out. Jordan. Since these are lower end hits, I'll divvy them all up. We'll random it all. 3, 4, 5 of these. So let's see where the extra one goes. So when we random off high, low, top, bottom, it's odd and even. Even. So that one's going to the reds. For the Dubon, if there's an extra, the Padres will get 4 and I get 3. I gotta sleeve those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you, Rob. I'm sorry we didn't do better for Pete Alonso. Though we did have a few decent things for Pete. Odd, so this one's going up. A few decent things for Pete. Guys, product is getting tougher and tougher. I'm honest about it. And so we're still fighting the find product every day fight, and it's this thing needs to come to an end. Topps needs to get printing product. Actually, the action cards, why did I put you in one? The action cards were very good. We got a lot of good action cards. The whites, again, we are just not strong on the whites. Why do I keep putting bullshit in there? I'm sorry, Mark. Yeah, but would it be cool if I pull the second one, though, Rob? That would be cool. Justin Verlander. Action. Bobichette. Bradley's an auto. Auto. Juan Soto. 2 Juan Soto actions. That's pretty good. Oh, 4 autos. Oh, wow. We did get 4 autos. Okay. So we hit 4 autos. So that's good. So our French back, Xander Bogaerts, out of the little commemorative ones, we actually had 4. one for the Braves, one for the Reds, one for the Padres, one for the Phillies, and I got one for the Giants. Oops. Cody, Lux, and you. For the Clubhouse collection, actually better case than I thought. McNeil, Devers, Bueller, Corbin, Haniger, Schwarber, Brantley. I've seen, and then Springer. Lots of cases that were much worse than this one. So that makes me happy. Out of 999, Santana, Christian Walker, Nola, Pete, and Carlos Santana. These are out of 571, Charlie Morton and Ozzie Albies. Whites, Kettlemart, Josh James, Gallegos, and Edmund. So 2 Cardinals, which is nice, and I got 1 Giant. Our mini out of 100 was James Paxton for the Yankees. Nice. 1 silver, Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers. This is where for no good reason the prices are being just pushed ridiculous. So I don't know, Chris. It's just frustrating to me. These are all action. Gavin Lux, Cody Bellinger, Juan Soto, Bo Bichette, Vladdy, Verlander, Vladdy, Acuna, Jordan, and Devers. So these were really good. These are really good. And then 4 autos. I thought we only had 3. We had 4, so that was good. So we'll put them in. First, we have Bill Burbach for the Yankees. Bobby Bradley for the Indians. Jesus Luzardo. Got to do something with that ink. And then a real nice Anthony Rizzo. So I am not unhappy. I mean, it would be great if we got some other things. It would make it a fantastic break. But for this product and for the difficulty this product can present, that is a very good case. We did very well. 4 autographs in the case is not common. It's not common. It's usually 2 or 3. So there you go, guys. Thanks a lot. Coming back tomorrow with some Heritage Minor. That should be a lot of fun. Heritage Minor should be a lot of fun. So I expect Ryan Addison to buy 6 or 7 spots. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't know that I'm going to get them out tomorrow, but we will keep with our 2-day guarantee that everything will go out on Wednesday or Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Just because I've got 15,000 things going on as well that I need to take care of that need my attention. But we will, as always, get things sorted, shipped, and taken care of to you as we always do. You guys have a fantastic night. Thank you for buying in. Thank you for hanging out and talking. This was a lot of fun time. We had a good time chatting about baseball. That's what we like to talk about, baseball. And then goofy things. So you guys all have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.